Hey everybody, it's Melissa again. So I did my first scope earlier, and I can now say that I've done my first periscope. It was harder than I thought it was going to be, y'all. Look, I thought I was talking forever, and when I hit the button to turn it off, guess how long I had been talking for? Like 5 minutes. I did 5 minutes, but I'm proud of my 5 minutes, y'all. Look, this is hard, but I'm going to get better at it. And I hope that y'all just join me while I'm figuring it out. Now, how many of you have done a scope before? If you've done a scope before, come on, put your name in the comment section. If you've done your first scope, tell me about your first scope. Were you excited? Were you nervous? Did you have it all down packed? If you did, just send me your link so I can go look at it, because I'm going to tell you. Mine was a little different. I had my outline ready. I knew what I wanted to say. So what I learned is I'm going to go purchase a book on periscoping and doing it well. I already know who sells it. I'm going to go check out Robin Ware's page and purchase her book because I want to do it well. I'm just that girl. So I am here to tell you about a book that I'm writing. I am writing a book called Prepared to Lead, the New Leader's Playbook. And it really is just that. It's a book that's going to help folks that's new to leadership. It's going to help them uncover some roadblocks and some landmines to help them along the way. Things that I learned as I became a new leader some years ago, and things that I've used to teach others that I've mentored since that time. You know, the thing about leadership is you never arrive at a destination. You're always learning. So I'm going to share what I've learned so far. I want it to be a quick read, so I'm looking forward to that as well. Well, I just wanted to do a check-in. And I am wanting to get better at this. And the only way to get better at something is like practicing. So it's like if I was playing tennis, I would just keep playing tennis a lot. I don't play tennis, though. Just an analogy. Hey, Loretta Bogues. Talking about being prepared to lead. Loretta is one of my first managers here in Atlanta. She was awesome sauce. So I am excited that you're on, Loretta. So, hey, how is it down there in Albany, Georgia? Others of you that have joined in, I know you might have happened upon it. Come on, chat with us. Tell us where you're calling from, where you're looking at us from. See, I'm talking about calling. See, I got so much to learn still. Girl, this Periscope, ain't nobody calling. Hey, y'all. I'm figuring it out, though. And I'm writing this book. Again, it's called Prepared to Lead, the New Leader's Playbook. And it's going to talk about a lot of stuff, but it's really going to focus on 4 things. How to lead yourself, because if you can't figure out what you're doing, likely that you're going to help anybody else is very, very unlikely, actually, that you're going to be able to help others if you don't know what you got going on yourself. The other area is focusing on your team. So you got to know what kind of team you have. And I'm going to incorporate some concepts from the DISC profiles, you know, talking about the different kinds of introvert and extroverted leaders, and give you some tips there too. The book is also going to be very much a workbook style. So it's not just going to be page turning and reading a lot. It's going to be reading and then an application section. So one thing I hate in books is I hate long paragraphs, and I don't like it when there's no breakups. So I'm going to, write that way because I know how I like to read, and I have that as an example. So you'll see that in my book, the Prepared to Lead, the New Leader's Playbook. You'll see that there. And it's going to be some actionable items. It's going to share websites. It's going to have some templates of things that you can use as a new leader to help you as you're figuring out the leadership for your team that's needed for your team. And I'm also going to talk about being a leader within your company. So knowing what your company's culture is and understanding your culture, you can really blow it with the company if you don't understand the culture and you act in a way that they don't really like. Like one company I worked for, they did not like titles. So if you run around telling people, I'm Melissa Cobb, I'm the learning manager in the company that you're in, that may be frowned upon. So we'll talk about knowing your company culture. And then the 4th area we're going to talk about is you can't be a good leader unless you're also leading in the community. That kind of rounds it out. So being a community leader, and a way to do that is really by strategically volunteering within your community. So I do strategic volunteerism I like facilitation. I like inspiring young adults and young folks into figuring out what kind of career they want to get into, especially African American young folks, because they don't have a lot of role models that they have access to. So I volunteered with the Year Up organization. I volunteered with Girls Incorporated. And I will continue to do that kind of volunteerism. So when we talk about being a leader in the community, it's really about being a strategic volunteer and getting connected to your community in that way and sharing what you have to offer with them. So those are the 4 parts of my book, which is Prepared to Lead, the New Leaders Playbook. And I'm hoping to have it ready by November, end of November. And hopefully I'll have it ready to publish. And then when I go out and speak, I'll have it with me as well. So might as well put it all in a book. I've learned a lot myself, and I'm hoping that it's going to really help other people as well. The other thing I'm going to have is the second book that I'm working on, and I'll tell you more about that one, but it's a relationship book. I'll just give you a teaser. Me and my husband, Sean Cobb, we got married after we dated for 7 weeks. Our first date to our wedding date, 7 weeks. Now, we always say we would not advise this for anybody else. I was 35 years old. My husband was 38. But I have a book about relationship as well. Hey, Brainy, I see you on there now. I had to do a post-scope. That's what this one is. I did that first scope so fast. I thought I was talking for like 30 minutes. And then I realized it was only 5 minutes. So I'm doing a post-scope. Is that a thing? I think we should make it a thing. So, again, really can't wait to share more on the book. So I'm going to be scoping each week. I'm going to try to do a couple of week, and I'm going to be talking about the sections in my book. So the Prepared to Lead is the title of the book, A New Leader's Playbook. So we're going to talk about leading a team of rock stars and renegades. What do you think the rock stars are? What do you think they look like? Type in if you think you know what I'm talking about when I say a rock star on your team. Oh, yeah, y'all don't know about the rock stars, but I bet y'all know about those renegades. Now, Loretta, I was not a renegade. My old boss is on this scope. She can attest to you. I was not the renegade. The renegades do what they want to do, show up when they want to show up, meet a deadline if they feel like it. But guess what? You still have to lead those people, and there's a way to do it. There's a way to lead them up or lead them out. You might help them discover what their true calling is as a leader. So that's what we're going to be focusing on in the book. I'm excited about it. If you can't tell, can y'all tell? I'm excited. I really am. And I am looking forward to writing it. Now, I have some goals to get it finished. I feel like Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights, get her done. I need to get her done. Yes, I'm clearly excited. So be on the lookout for me. I'll probably do my next scope on Friday. Most likely I'll stick to Tuesdays and Fridays on scoping. I want you guys to do me a favor, share with folks to come and check us out as well. And again, we'll have topics on each of those, and we'll be talking about things from a leadership perspective. I may throw in and pepper some relationship perspectives too. As I look at the second book, but one thing at a time. I got that A personality where I want to do everything and do it all right now, but I'm going to stay focused and I'm going to finish a book. One book at a time, right? One book. That's what I'm going to do. All right, y'all. I hope you have a great afternoon. The sun is still shining in Atlanta. I'm about to go and eat some, we're going to call it healthy Chinese food. So you all have a great afternoon. I'm going to go have some dinner now. I can't wait to see y'all on the next one. Oh, yeah, I said I was going to do something else. Oh, I forgot on the last scope to see if anybody had any questions for me. If you have any questions for me, type them in the comments section, and I'm happy to answer them. What questions do you have for me? And then I learned in something I read that I actually need to wait for the questions. So let me know what questions you have for me. I'm pretty much an open book, I say. Okay. For those of you that joined, thank y'all so much. Y'all make a girl feel loved. I can't wait to talk to y'all the next time, okay? Take care, y'all. Bye.